Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. My name is Cameron. I am a speech language pathologist. I am here with another ClinicSource helpful tips and tricks video. By request today, I'm going to be talking about how to create drop-down boxes, whether they're for your tables or some embedded phrasing you've created. I use drop-downs a lot. They really cut a lot of time off my reports, and so this video is going to teach you how to make them. Alright, as always, log into ClinicSource, and we do everything from the Setup tab up here. So Setup and Templates. Alright, so you can go to the component that you're working on, or the evaluation report or care plan that you want to kind of embed one of these in. For this video, I'm just going to create a new component. So here's a fresh blank canvas for creating a component. If you look across the top right here, you see all these different options. The drop-down box is going to be this option right here. So it's going to be right next to the check boxes. So insert it. It's going to pop up with this screen. The insert select, you can move this around if you want to get a better view. We are going to focus on this box right here to the left. You don't need to do anything with this property box. Just ignore it. It doesn't exist. It's right there. You don't need to touch it. So what we're going to do is this options box right here is where all of our drop-down options that our list that we can select are going to show up. So let's add one. So hit the plus. The first option, what I highly recommend is that this first box you leave blank. The first box that you create in a drop-down is going to be your default. So when you open up a report, this drop-down has to select the first option available. So choose it to be blank, because if you don't and you put had a percentage of a number there, if you're working on intelligibility, or if you have a severity level, like you started off with no delay, that would show up there. And if you don't need to use that drop-down box and you don't have a blank option to leave there, then you're kind of stuck with having something that doesn't really relate to what you need in the eval or care plan, because you have to select one of your options. So please start off with a blank one. Alright, let's add the second one. I'm just going to make a list of severity levels. So mild, moderate. You can add more than one word, so I might do severe speech delay. You can type full sentences if you wanted. So you'll notice that for both of these options, this fit everything, but you notice that this text box right here where you type stuff in didn't show everything. You're going to want to make sure that you just double check, highlight over, and go all the way to however far you typed if it was a sentence, to make sure everything's showing up there, just to make sure that nothing got left out. Sometimes when you copy and paste a certain phrasing that you might want, or some words that could cut things off, so you do want to just highlight to make sure everything's there. Alright, so what I noticed is that I have this mild and moderate and severe speech delay. I forgot, what if they have typically developing speech and language? Well, I've already made the first box to drop down as mild, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that very first box, the blank one, and I'm going to hit the plus. That is going to make a new option just below the one I selected. So now I can put no delay, because I like to keep things in order. You don't have to keep them in order, but so if you notice, if I'm ooh, I want something maybe in between mild and moderate. I don't know what that would be, but if you want to, you can hit the plus after you highlight mild, and it would make the option right below it. Well, now maybe I accidentally clicked the plus too many times, and I have these boxes I don't want. So highlight it, hit the minus, highlight, hit the minus. Now I have all four options that I want. Hit OK when you're done, and there is your drop down. Check it to make sure everything's there. If you, for instance, so you notice the size of this box right now. So I'm just going to quickly make another one. So going to make a test box just to show you what it looks like when you make a longer option. So if you have a longer option in here, see how it kind of defaulted? I didn't put a blank box. I didn't put a blank box there, so it defaulted to what I wanted. So that first option, see why it's important to have that first box blank? So you'll notice that if you have a longer phrasing, the box is going to appear larger. And it will do that. However long it is going to appear larger. So just keep that in mind as far as tables and formatting and things go. But I don't need that one, so I can just delete. If I wanted to edit this, so I'm like, oh man, I have it here. How do I edit it? You just need to right mouse click, hit Insert Select, and now you're back up to your options that you've already created, and you can add another one, and then hit OK to save. So again, if you need to add an option because you forgot something, you can just right mouse click, hit Insert Select, and everything pops back up. Now again, you can kind of use these for tables if you need to. I actually have a box very similar to this for severity levels for the PLS. But another cool thing that you can do with these is, first I'm going to highlight this box. I'm going to, I like to have some embedded phrasing that doesn't change, especially for like a standardized test. So I just created this box so I can put like the patient's name. Received a standard score of, let's say, oh, I want to put another box here. That way you can change it. I'm going to be putting these boxes so that way you can change it for kids. This would be like if you wanted to embed this whole thing into part of your eval. Score of 30 on the receptive language subtest, which indicates a. There's my box I had copied and pasted. So I can do like a moderate delay in language Actually, I want to show you something even different that I do. So if you want to use like pronouns, like his and her, and you want to be able to change them, I'll insert another drop down. I'm just going to do this quickly. His, her, and there you go. So I have some of this embedded phrasing in there for something exactly like this. So when I open up my report, this phrasing is already there. All I have to do is embed the patient's name. We're going to talk about how to kind of create these little boxes for you to, so patient's name, received a standard score of 30 on the receptive language subtest, which indicates a moderate, a severe, no delay. Now, obviously, I would have all of these options fit with the phrasing of the sentence. I was just kind of showing you, like some of them say delay, and I already have delay written here. Obviously, I don't want to say severe speech delay. So just watch that when you kind of create these things. And then I can say in his understanding of language, or if it's a girl, in her understanding of language. So these kinds of things really make stuff go a lot quicker. And then, if you're happy with this, remember we're going to select all because we want to make sure the font size and everything is the same. So again, kind of highlight, check it. There we go. Give it a name, save it, and then go test it to make sure it works. These boxes won't show up in your report. It'll just show the option just as text. So this will just look like a regular sentence. But these are some functional ways that you can kind of use these drop downs. I use them a lot. I do it even for some of these pronouns, for some of the embedded phrasing that I have in there for all my reports. But that is how you make drop downs. If you have any questions, post a comment below. I'm happy to answer it. And again, if you have any other questions about video for ClinicSource in general, and post them below, and I will make a video about it if enough people have the same question. Thank you for watching this. If you hit subscribe, you'll get notified when a new video is created. If you could hit a like, that'd be great. Hope you found this helpful.